Hi, so in this video, I will show you how you can create a similar product landing page in Shogun. So this is the layout that I will follow and try to copy and clone this something similar to this layout in terms of Shogun. So when you are doing any clone, sometimes it won't be possible to do 100% of the same in the page builder app, but in case it will be 90% same unless this compare table, of course. So this is something custom, and the rest of the design we can do inside Shogun. So without delay, I will just start over inside Shogun. So what you need to do, just install Shogun and head over to your Shogun app, or if you don't have Shogun, you can find the installation link in the description. And after just installing it, you will find it here. So you will get a 10 days free trial. So just click on it and you will find a interface like that. Then just click add page and then create a blank page. So after that, giving a name to your page, you will find this interface of the Shogun editor. So what I will just do now is just start editing the making the layout. So first of all, what we can see is we have a product image, right? So we have product image, and then there is a product gallery below that, and in the right side I have the product title, then a review starts. It could be coming from any themes, any review apps that you are using, could be looks, could be Ali reviews, something else. And then there is the pricing of the same product, and then there is few description about the product and few benefits about the product, and again some benefits about the product, and then again quantity button and a add to cart. Of course, this would be dynamic, so when people clicking on it, it will redirect them to the cart page. And then there is some trust pages, few benefits again. So just break down. So there is, we have to have two columns. One, there is the product image and gallery, and then again there will be product title, etc. So I'll just go back to Shogun. So in Shogun, we have to first of all have to have a section, right? So we have taken a section. Then what you need to do is just you can see there is spacing between these sections, right, in the left side and in the right side. So in that case, I have to give this section a little bit of margin because I have give them some columns. So I will just go to the style, and then you can go to the padding, and I will give it a right and left padding of percentage of, I think, 10. Okay, in the top I will also give it few padding of 5. So I love percentage because with percentage you can get the padding very fast. So you can think percentage as a 1% is equal to 16 pixel or some 8 pixel or something like that, not sure what it could be. Then I will just take the two columns. So you can see there is already two columns have been taken. Then you can go back to the layout, and as I said, this will be a product image. To take product image in Shogun, first we have to take product box, because this is something dynamic and will be coming from our theme. Okay, so I'll take this product box, and then after taking it, you have to select your product, right? So you have to select a product from your store. Then I will just scroll down and I will find the product image. So this will display the first image of the product. Then what you need to do is just go back, and then I will have to add the gallery as well. Okay, so this will be the gallery. So this will be the gallery of the image, and you can see there is a square thumbnail. Okay, so you can see the image is showing as it is. So you can see the image has been also loaded. So here in that case, you can see they have a slider of the product images, but in Shogun we don't have the slider, so you have to use it. And then again, you can see there is the product title, right? So in that case, I will also have to take a product box in that column as well, and then I will have to search the product name from my store that I am making the product page for, and then I will have to give it a product title in that case. So this is the product title, and this will be left align, right? And then what I can do, I can check the product title font size as well. It is I think it is 32 pixel. So what I will do, I will just go to the font name of Poppins poppins, and it will be 32. So 32 is good. And then I will just check this, and you can see there is a reviews and there is the price. So I will just again go back to and pick the price in that case. So it automatically lower the price for us. So I can check the price font size as well. So it is 28 pixel, but in that case I can see it is well less than 28 pixels. So I'll just pick the poppins and then I will give it a 28 pixel of font size. In that case you can see this is the poppins and its font weight is 600 pixels. So I'll just pick the 600, so it will be a little bit more black, right? And in that case also it is 600 pixel, but I think I will have to pick 500. Yes, so 500 looks good. And also you can see there is few spacing between the heading and the paragraph. So I will just go to the style and I will give it a padding of top and bottom. Okay, so I will give it a top and bottom padding for just one. I think this will be better. And then I'll have a paragraph. We have a paragraph, and the paragraph here is 16 pixel, right? So it is 16 pixel #282828. So I will just go back and you can see there is something called text. So I will take the text in that case. Okay, so I'll just took the text in that case. So I will just now go there and I will just pick this text, 16 pixel. So in that case the color will be #282828, so something like that. So I'll click on OK. So the color will get, okay, so you can see that color has been taken. Then we have few bullet points. So for bullet point, for this check marks, we have to find the check marks from the internet, and I will search for check mark symbol. So this is fine as well, so we can go and check this. So I think in this case this will be okay. So I'll go to the text and okay, so it is, so it is taking the style. So I'll just copy it here and then again copy it here and then go back to the style, and now I'll just put it here. So you can see now it is working. So in that case I will also copy some of these from here, and after making the layout I can adjust them, right? So this is not a big deal. So I'll just copy paste this for a couple of times. So you can see there is a little bit of much padding, so I will just decrease them to 20. So I think 18 is better, and I will just make them, give them some padding top and bottom as well. So there is few padding as you can see, and again this will be copied as well. So I will just put this below this text, right? Okay, so then what you can do is just we have to give it a product quantity box as well. So we'll have to go there and pick them. I'll have to give it first product quantity and product variant as well. So I'll give it a product variant default, so it will be default color. Okay, and then we can give it a product quantity in that case as well. So this is also a product quantity. So I'll just give it a padding as well from top and bottom. So then same goes for this. I'll just give it a padding of top and bottom as well in that case. So now these have been given. Now I will have to work with the product add to cart button. So I'll just go there and click on product add to cart, and now I'll have to design it like the way it is showing right now. So I'll just, I think the color won't be effect in that case, so I will stretch that. So I'll search for Poppins, and the font size will be bigger, that's for sure, right? So what we will do, we'll go to cart. Okay, then we can go to for the text. I think we can make it bigger or not, but I'm not seeing any option of making it bigger. So I think I have to manually put the text to bigger. Okay, so add to cart. So this will be the add to cart, and in that case it has some border radius. So let me show if I can get a border thickness or not. No, it is not. So I will give it a border radius of 50 pixel. So it will be 50 pixel. Okay, then I can change the colors in that case as well. So this is not another again, so this can be done. Okay, so this how it looks right now regarding to this. And then we have again another paragraph, same paragraph but with italic in that case. Okay, so it is a 14 pixel. So in that case what I will do, I will just copy that and just drag this like that, and I will just copy it from here and just give it like that. Okay, then we can give it 14 pixel. Okay, then you can see there is a few gap in between this and the add to cart. So I will give it a top and bottom padding. And also another thing here is it will be italic, right? So this how it looks. Okay, so but there is few spacing issue as you can see, and also we have an image of the trust badge. So I will just get the image from here and put it here. So in that case I can take this image to there. Okay, so I can save this image and I can pick this image and drag this image. So this will be the image here. So this, as you can see, this is the image. So I think normal will be better. Image quality minus 45. Okay, so you can see there is, this image is looking good. Then as you can see we have coming something closer to what we have. Then we have 3-column section with these things. Okay, so in that case we have to give an icon, then a heading, and then a paragraph of the 13 or 14 pixels, something like that. In that case I have to get a section again, and also you can see, so I will get a 3, and in that case I will get the columns to 3, and I will delete those, so I don't need these anymore. So this will be deleted. Okay, so you can see now we have the things has been ready. So what we can do now is just we have a icon, as we see. So we have an icon, so we can change these icons anyhow. So in that case you can see the icons could be 50 pixel, right? And then we have a heading. So in that case the heading is Poppins 14 pixel, Poppins 14 pixel, Poppins 3. So this will be 14 pixel, 14 pixel, but this is 700, weight is 700, so I will go and give it a 700 weight. Okay, and then what we can do is just copy this and come here, and I will just paste it here. Okay, then we need a text field, right? And with the text field we have to give it a 14 pixel and then line height of I think 18, and then it will be middle, then it will be the color will be hash 2828 hash 2828, and then the font family will be Poppins. Okay, so it will be Poppins, and then this will be the text. So it is 14, not it is, I think it is something more, 14 then 18. It is good. Okay, it is looking good. So these are already looking good. If it is 12, I think it will be something much more better, but I think 14 is good. Okay, so it is, we can get the I think 15 or 16, and it could be good. Now we need this 3 times, right? So we have made it 1 time, now we need this 3 times. I will just duplicate it. Now I will just drag it here. Now I will just drag it here. So it has becomes 2 times. Now I will just delete this columns, I don't need this anymore. So you can see I have made these sections pretty easily. Now I can just adjust the content of the page. So this is not a big deal. Then we have again another section, but it has a background and again 2 columns. So I'll do just same as I did here. In that case I will just duplicate it again, and in that case I will just go to the columns, and instead of 3 I will put 2. So we just need to delete this one, and again this one, we just don't need them anymore, but we need a color, right? So I'll just pick the color from here. So this will be the background color of the section. So as you can see, I've taken the section, and if I go below I can find the color. Okay, so this is how the color looks. Then we have a left side, we have a video, so I will just give it a placeholder video. Then in the right side I have a heading. So this is the heading we are talking about, so it will be 40 pixel, and Poppins, it will be 40 pixel and Poppins. Okay, so Poppins, I will just ask for Poppins, and then ask for h2, then ask for 40, then I will go the 700 pixel, and then I will just, okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, that's very good. And then I will have to give it a 1.13 RAM. I think this will be better. And then we have these I will have this Poppins 18 pixels. 18 pixel. Okay, so now we have the paragraph ready, right? And we can go for Poppins in that case as well, but it is already Poppins. I think it is finding it Poppins. Okay, so then we have, you can see we have 3 more benefits. It is 4 column. So in that case what I need to do is to take a section in here, and inside the section I will just make 4 column. So see, it is 4 column right now. Okay, then what we do is we have an image, or we can make it an icon, something like that we have did in this upper section. So I'll just copy one box from here. I'll just copy one box from here and just try to bring it here. Okay, but we don't need this, and I think it is also can be white, and also it will be very small than the other one, so it could be 35, and in that case it could be 14. Okay, but it is something like this. So I will just copy the text, and it will be white. Okay, and also the font weight will be 500. Okay, so now I can just duplicate it, just duplicate it, just duplicate it. Now I can just bring one here, bring one here, bring one here, and bring another one by drag and drop here. Okay, so there is few space between this paragraph and this section, so I will just select the section and then I will just give it a margin top. So I will just unlink it, so unless it will get the margin top bottom both together. So now you can see there is space between the paragraph and this section, and this how the things can be done, right? So you can see this how it can be done. Okay, so we have made the section. We just need few custom CSS. As you can see that video is in middle, we have to make it flex box. Then we have this section. So in that case we have to have again, we have to give a section. We have to give a section. Then what we do, we have to give two columns, right? And then inside these two columns I will have to give a section in here and a section in here. No, the section don't need the section, so we can give the section some padding. Okay, so I will just give them a left right padding in that case. So I'll just give them a left right padding of 10. Okay, then I will just take a section for these sections, and I will also give a, I will also go to style and give a top bottom sections padding. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just copy duplicate those columns, and as I said, we have so you can take a section and delete those columns. Okay, so in that section we will put these headlines. So we'll put these headlines with heading 2, with heading 2, and it will be 40 pixel, that's for sure, with pop-ins. Okay, and then we have these two columns. One will be this, and again this is something we have to give, and we have an image as well in that case. So I just took the image and I will just put the image here and just pick the image from the gallery. I'll just upload it, and then we have the, I think in that case we have the text, then we can give it a heading again, and then we can give it a heading again, and then we can give again that paragraph, right? So this will be the layout in that case. So this is the layout how it looks. So I'll just give it a 100% blackout. Then we have few title. Okay, so a few title, and this will be Poppins 700 h2, and this will be 40. Okay, then we can give it a line height of 1.2. Then we have these paragraphs again. Okay, then again we have these paragraphs again. Just copy it, this will be 12 pixel I think, and this will be 14 pixel. So you can adjust them later, but this text will be in the left align side, as you can see. So I think there is no margin padding is showing in that case, but there is a 10 pixel showing in that case. So I'll just, so you can see we have a maximum of layout right now. Okay, so this how it looks. So we can go ahead and make it other sections as well like that. So I'll just give it a margin top bottom. Okay, so just 3 columns, margin top bottom. So we have to make few changes, that's for sure. Okay, so this how it looks. So we have to make those again. This is the another layout. So we are here already, so we have been done to these sections. So now I will just make few adjustment regarding to the design. So what I will do, I will just view the live page and we'll compare it to the actual product page. So this how it looks. So I have some more things to do. First of all, if we see this page, you can see that the image is not quite large as it is right now, as it is looking right now. Also another important point here is if the box, like this text is within a box, not it is not wide as it is right now. So we have to adjust this as well. So what I will do, I'll just take this section, and I think we have already given it already few paddings, so I won't give it a padding anymore. I will just give this, I will just, what I will do, I will take a section inside this column. Okay, and then I will do just move all of those to this section, so I can give it a padding as I wish, so it gets a little bit smaller, right? So this is a section, so again this is a section, so I think it was already in section. So this is the section it is right now. So what I will do, I will just give this section a padding of right and left. So as I showed you that it should be something like boxed, so something like that. So I think this look how, so this looks good right now. And for image, I will take another section in that case and also insert this image in that section. So if I click, if I check, so it is already not inserted yet. So I will just drag this image to this section. So you can see now it is blue. So if I drop it, the image will be inside the section. So I will drop it right now. So if I go to the section, you can see the image is right now in a section. So I will give this section a padding of right and left. So let's see if the images size gets smaller. Yes, it gets smaller. So as you can see, so right now if we see the preview, it may looks something similar. Okay, so this how it looks inside the editor. So we must have to go to the preview and let's check how it looks in the preview mode. So I'll click on the preview page to check the preview mode of the page. You will not publish it, so I'm just trying to check it before publishing it, but for some reason it is taking much load time. So I'll just publish it and check the design instead. So I think the preview has been loaded also, but this is quite slow, very slow. So it must be something more fast, otherwise it will take much time to check the previews. Okay, so this how it looks right now. So it gets some boxed model, but what we need to do is we have to adjust those font sizes, I think. So in that case, the font size was popping 16 pixel. So let me check, it is 14 pixels. So I have to make it 16 pixel and also poppins. Okay, so poppins, and also the font color will be black. This will look good. Okay, so but there is some padding, you can see there is some space, that is not much, but I will just unlink it and give it a padding top, right? So this looks good. And for this I think it was 14 pixel, for this it was 14 pixel, so I'll just select those and give them 14 pixel and just make it italic, as we said it will be italic. So now it looks good. And also if you check, these have been in a box, so if we check these right now, it could be in a box, but I think we have to give it a padding, a margin as well in the right side as a percentage. Okay, so it will be inside a box, so 3 will be better. For this as well I will just go to the margin and unlink it and give it a right margin, so this comes inside a box. For this I will also give it an 18, give it an black color, so I think black will looks good in that case as well. So as you can see, this looks good. Okay, so another thing here is left, we will just check it, so it will be better if we check it in the live preview. So if I go to the preview of the page, so we must able to see few changes in regarding to the font size and also regarding to the look of the section. As we already said that it is just looking a box inside a box, so it is taking much more time than expected. So if we go to the section, so you can see it is just looking good as like it was in the example page. So another thing here is that you can see there is not a balance between the section. So if it was it would be better if this section is in the middle regarding to this image size, and also same goes for this video as well. So in that case I will just inspect it. So this is something technical, so you have to understand coding base to understand what I am doing in that case. So as you can see, there is a row, right? So there is a row, so this is already an inside display flex. So what I will do, I will just make it align items center. So if I make align item center, you can see the video becomes middle regarding to the rest of the contents, right? So this how easily we can manipulate things and make it looking good regarding to the font size. So in that case, you can see the Shogun raw, the section that we have, Shogun raw, you can see this also becomes a display align item center. If I uncheck this, you can see it goes to up, and if I just check it again, you can see everything gets looks get better, right? So you can see everything is getting a fine alignment according to the rest of the contents of the screen. So this is a good point, and we can just manipulate these things very easily. Now I will just add this code with HTML, so it takes place inside the editor. So I'll just take an HTML code in that case, and what I will do, I'll just generate a HTML documents. So if you know code, you know what I am doing here in that case. So I'll just copy those HTML boilerplate codes and just come back here, and inside this I'll just paste it, right? So in that case, what we will do, we are just putting an style. So what we are putting that style is in that area. Okay, so what I have done in that case, I will just copy these CSS, from top to bottom, of that area, and just copy it. Okay, then I will just paste those codes, and then I will just remove this heading 2 because I don't need this. I just need these codes to be showed in the area. So as you can already see that the things getting better in terms of these looks. So this is fantastic, and just now we can just save it. So let's save it. Another things we can do here as well. So please close look attention, this is also very, very important. If we see the example site, if we see, so in that case, when we are seeing it from a mobile from a desktop view, you can see that the text in the left side and the image in the right side. And if I show you the below sections, in the very next section, the image in the left side and the contents in the right side. But if we go to the mobile version of the same page and check how it looks in mobile, what we will see, let me show you. So you can see the image showing first, then text, then again image showing first, then text, right? But in the Shogun page, if we go to the mobile version, you will see that the image, the text is in the first and image is in the second. So this how we don't want it to be looked. We want the image always to be the first. So in that case, we have to put few codes to do this. So it is also something technical. You have to understand code to do that. So let's just inspect it and find the class that Shogun have generated in that case. So if we go Shogun raw, you can see. So now you can just close attention to this area. Okay, so this class is called Shogun C, and then it is an ID. It has an unique ID, right? So in that case, I will just, you can see in the right side we have a code already generated that we put inside the editor. It is getting the top margin 3%, bottom margin 3%. So what I will do, I will make it a display flex, right? So what we will do, we will just alter the code only for the mobile version. Okay, so this is the code that we need to put it here, is flex direction column reverse. Okay, so let me put flex direction. Let me see flex. No, let me check 1 minute. Flex direction column reverse. Okay, so this is the code in that case. Okay. 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 Okay, so we'll just first put SCG. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just copy this mobile code, means the tab code, and just copy it. Okay, just hang with me. I'll try to explain what this means, and I'll go to Shogun again and go to the place where I have put the codes. So what I'll do, I'll just leave these media queries and just close it, and then go to bottom, and then what I will do, I'll just go there. Okay, so I'll just copy these codes. So this only have to be affected only in mobile version. So these media query is only for the mobile version. If you're not web design, then this is something technical, as I said. So you have to understand the basic of the code to get this grasp. So if I just save it, you won't see any changes in the desktop version, because this is not for desktop, it is only for mobile, but not sure if it is working or not. So let's publish it and let's see if it is working for the mobile versions. Okay, so I'll just see the live version of the page. So as you can see, the mobile version looks good. So the PC version looks good. If you go to the mobile, let's see. Now it does not changed. So it's not worked. The code that you have put it there, in that case, it is not worked. So I think I have mistakenly taken the wrong code in that case. So this why it is not worked. So okay, so let's me go back to this ID once again and go to the mobile version. Okay, so then if we see the codes of this, so we have a Shogun row as well, right? So we have this Shogun row. So this is the row that is affecting this case. So I'll just taken this class as well, Shogun. So this is the class SC0. Okay, SC0. So SCG row. So now you can see it is affecting, right? So here we have missed a class. So class name will be this. So class name will be this. So when that means when this class comes from after this ID, this Shogun row will be reversed in the mobile version, as I told you what that means for us. Okay, so I'll just replace the previous code with this new one. No. Previous means I mean this section will be replaced by this one. So now this will work. So if you go mobile, so in live preview I think this will only work, but in desktop it is not showing us. So let us check it in the live preview. So if I see that the code is added here, so that is not a case, so the mistake has not been done. So I'll just check the code in the desktop version. So we are just making some these sections so that we have something to be refer back, and we can do other things very easily for the future reference, as all the sections is quite similar. So we have to done one sections pretty much well, then we can copy paste for others as well. So as I said, what I am saying, sometimes it is technical if you don't know how these codes works, so it could be technical for you. So as I am trying to say, what I am just doing is what that, if that makes sense, if not, you will have to take the help from an expert. So if we go to the mobile, you can see the image has been switched. But here is a thing, if we see this example website, if we see these images, you can see the images is just full screen size. So the images have no space in mobile version. So what we have to do that in that case as well. So I'll go to the mobile version, and if you remember, we have given them a much paddings. So for mobile we have to remove them for sure. We have given the padding these sections as well. So for mobile we have to remove this as well. So I think we can give it a 5, okay, 5 7. To the table, come on, 6 to 5 on that, 5 to best, 6 to best, okay, 6 to best. Okay, so this section has a padding as well. So for mobile we'll just remove those paddings because we want the image to be taken the full width, right? So it is taking the full width. And for this heading, it has a section inside as well. For this in mobile, I will just give it a left and right padding, so it does not get breaks out. And for mobile as well, I will just decrease the font size to 30, if that makes sense. And for this as well, I will just for mobile I will just make the 40 to 35. I think 35 is good. If I check this website, they're using 24, so I think I have to minimize this. Okay, so now it looks good, it looks quite good. And for this section, for this, it is 34 in the mobile, and in the mobile it is 28. Okay, so this is 32, so how it is 40 in PC. So if you see it in PC, I think it is 35 is good. Okay, so this looks good. If you go to the mobile again, and I will just decrease the font size for mobile, in that case I will give it a 28, and for this, for mobile I will give it 25. So this looks better for mobile. Okay, so for this is goes for same for this. So for mobile I will give it 30, nothing more than 30. Okay, so 30 is good. And if we look at the padding of these sections, I think for mobile we have to decrease this to something similar to 40, but because 5 is very much. And for this section I will also go to the mobile and decrease the padding to 5. Okay, for this as well I will go to the padding and then go to the mobile and then make it 5. Now it looks good. For this as well, I will just go to the mobile and make it 32. That is better, right? So this how we can make adjustment, and what this adjustment mean is that these things gets aligned perfectly for mobile, then we can copy paste this for couple of time, right? So this how these things can helps us for other sections. So if we see this, you can see, okay, so we can make it 4 as well in the mobile, so I'll go for the 4. And as I said, this will be altered in the mobile version. Okay, okay, so this makes sense. So let's us save this section. So this is a pretty much a very long page for us, because we are taking time, as I said, because we are taking time, because as all the sections is pretty much the same. So if we provide attention to one section, then we can copy paste them for multiple sections. So as we finished this section, now we will move to the other sections as well. So let us start this. So if we see the page again, so as I said, the layout is something like that, that it flips. So now this will be the left, image will be in the left and text will be in the right. So for this section, I will just, what I will do, I will just copy these columns, right? So these columns can be done in that case as well. And then what we will do is we will just alter this section, whole section, to this area. Okay, and then this image section, I will just move it to this section. So now as you can see, already we have the layout ready. So okay, now we just have to be just changing the text in that case. So I'll just go there and I'll just go to the code. So my text format has not been changed, so this is the matter. I'm just doing this. Okay, so my text format remains the same, and also I'll just copy this as well. So then this text, this can be adjusted later, so this is not a matter here. And another thing here is we can change the image. This is not also a matter. We can change and pick an image from our own gallery. So I think we can pick this image here. Okay, and in that case we can pick this image. Okay, so this looks better. So now what I will do, I will just click on save. So as I said, for mobile version, the image every time will be in the first place. So we did that things, and we make the first section image to be altered, to be replaced by the second one. So now we will see that if the second one is showing properly in the mobile version. So I'll just save it and publish the page and wait for the page to be published, and then we can view the page in the live preview. Okay, so now I'll just go to the desktop version and let's check it how it looks. So if we see, so it has not been yet published. Why not? Okay, so this is something interesting. Okay, so now we can see it is looking good. So let's check it in mobile. Okay, so you can see the image is first, and then also for the next section the image is also showing in the first section, and also it is showing properly. It is taking the full width, but these sections have a few steps ahead. So we are just doing good, and now let's move to the next sections. So as we can see, the rest of the sections look same. We can just copy paste and doing our own things. And the next thing that comes here is this comparison table. So as I said, that this is something we cannot create inside the Shogun, because Shogun table don't have the same look. We can have I think with Shogun table we can have a look like this. Let's check. So this something like that. Okay, so we can have something like this in Shogun in that case. So we can have, okay, let's, so this cannot be done, I think. So this is not, we cannot do here is the thing we cannot do with Shogun. So we have to have a separate way. So let me show you how we will do that. So here you can see there is another comparison table. Okay, so we can make a similar comparison table like this one. So this is also a good example of the comparison table, and if for some reason you wanted to see it in a live preview, where you can find it. Okay, so this is a website, and if you go to the buy now, and if you scroll down, so you can see this is also following the same layout. So you can see here is this section, so you can copy this section. So first of all, there is a heading, and there is two comparison table. So for that, I'll just delete those sections, and I will just copy this whole section in that case as well, because then we get those paddings that we have already done for mobile as well. So for this, I'll go to mantra slip, and then I will just copy this background. It is f1 f1 f1, so I'll just copy it, and then I'll go back to Shogun, then I go to the section, and then go to the color, and then I will put this color here. Okay, and I think the top padding is way much more. Okay, then what I will do, I will just delete those columns, because I don't want previous paddings to take place. Okay, then I will take two columns here. Okay, then I will take one section for each column, right, and another section for this as well, and then I will just give those columns a padding as well. So what I will do, I will just unlink that and give the bottom a little bit more padding than the top, and in this case I will also give these sections as well a few more top padding, top margin, I think. So margin, let's give it a margin and just unlink it. Okay, so it looks fine. So we have already given it a section. So for section, we check this. So for some reason the color have not been taken, so now the color is showing. Okay, so now what we can do, we can give this section a background color of white. So let's go there and let's give it a white. Okay, so pure white. Then if we see this example that I showed you, is this one. So for this, there is a heading, so there is the product name. Okay, so I'll just go to the heading and just drag this heading here, and I'll just change it and give it heading 3, and then to the 25. Then I will just go to poppins and give the poppins, and for this section I will just try to give it a few more padding top and bottom as well, so there is few spacing, and also padding right and padding left as well. Okay, so if you see this, here is some few paddings as well. So in that case we have to have these check marks once more time. So I'll just copy those check marks and then drag those check marks in that section. Okay, so I'll just drag it here. So as you can see, we have this already. For this, we have, again, we have the heading. Okay, so we have the heading, and then we have the sections as well. right? So this looks good as well, but it has to be some padding in here as well. So I will just give it a padding of 3 3. So in that case, what I did, I'll just give it 3 3 3. Okay, so I'll just give it a padding of 3 3 3. Okay, so okay. So that's good. So we already have the layout. Now we can put our own text, but in that case it will be cross sign, right? So for cross sign, I think I have taken this from here. So I'll just go to this website. So here we have the cross sign, we have the right sign as well. So I think in that case we have used, so I'll just take this cross sign. So it is, I think, already copied. Okay, so it is already copied, so I'll just put it here and copy it, and then go back to Shogun, and I'll just put, don't sure why it does something weird like this. So I'll just go to the main code and then give those lines here. So as you can see, it looks good, right? So it looks good. Okay, so things is looking good for us. So we already make this again. So get the last that you will ever need. So we can have something like this with a button as well. So the button could be scrolled to the next section. If we see the buttons, let's check if buttons work something like that or not. So button URL, what could be the button URL? Button is, oh, okay. Okay, so if you see the mantra sleep mask, you can see they have a compare mask session, but in this case you don't need it. And then they have our mission and few text as well in that case as well. So they have an image, same image. So okay, so okay, so we have already, I think in that case we don't need this, but I will just add the heading, I think. So I'll just add the heading. So I'll just add the heading, and I will just take the section. So if we go to the mobile version, how it looks quite good. It looks quite good. So if we see the padding in mobile version, we can see it is 3%. It looks different from the live browser, as we already mentioned this. Okay, this looks good. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this upper section, I'll delete this, and I'll just change the color to white, and we don't need these columns in that case. So I'll just delete it and just try to check what is that. So I'll just questions, and then we can have a button just as a placeholder for right now, then we can work on it. So right now we don't need to work on that case. So what I'll do, I'll just, the bottom padding, I'll just decrease it 3 3. I think 3 3 is better. Okay, and in mobile this is also 3 3. Okay, this looks good, this looks, everything looks good. So you can change the button colors, button size as you wish. Then we'll go to this section. So for this section, we have the same exact things going here, right? So for this I will also just try to copy this section, and then I will just drag it. So you can drag it very smartly with Shogun. Then we don't need this in that case, so I'll just delete it. And for this we'll have a background color. So in that case I will use the background color that we have used before. I think as you wish, I just have this color already, so I'll just copy this color. So I don't have any complexity in that case, so you can easily do it. So I'll just copy it and paste it. Okay, but in that case we don't need these columns anymore, and in that case the text color must be white, right? So this colors is also will be white, right? And we don't need this text. Okay, then everything is looks as it is, very cool, very fine to the layout. Okay, so then comes to the next section. So in that case we have also have a video. So what I will do, I will just copy this upper section and just drag this below. Okay, so very nice. So I'll just give it the name of video testimonials, video testimonial or something like that. Then I can just delete this button. Okay, then I can take another section. Okay, and we have a video, so we already have a video here, so I'll just duplicate it and I just drag this video to this particular section. And what I can do is I can just click this section and just give this video a left right padding so it becomes some smaller. Okay, so I'll give it a 16:15, and then I will give it a top bottom padding as well, so it has few space regarding to the video. And then go to the mobile version to edit the video size for the mobile, because in mobile you don't need it to be that much small. So I will just reduce those padding that I get given, and this will be look something like that. So it looks perfect, right? So it looks perfect. Okay, fantastic. Then we'll go back and this section, this mantra mask lovers section, is something that coming from Instagram feed or something like that. You can make it if you want it to be an image gallery or something like that with slider from Shogun, but I will just skip it because I don't think it is necessary here. And then we have customers reviews. So for customer reviews, again this is very simple. I will just copy this section again, and then what I will do, I will just as you know, the reviews needs to be added from your reviews app. You could use Looks, you could use Ali reviews, any reviews app that you want. So these reviews is things that is certainly depends on you how it wants to be. Okay, so this is a section. If you have reviews, just edit with custom HTML and from the documentation of the app that you are using. Okay, right? So then the last section is the FAQ. So for FAQ we have a same background, so I will just copy it and I will just drag this, drag it and drag it as well. Now you can see it comes to the below part. So I will just copy those text. Okay, very good. Then we have the FAQs, and for FAQs I will just delete this section, and this I will just take a just full section, because in FAQ, as you can see, we have a full section. And then what we can do, we can take a accordion. Okay, then it depends on you, the accordion color depends on you how it wants to be. So I will just, it wants to be black, right? Then accordion header background, it wants it to be white. Okay, then you can put few text here in accordion as well. Okay, so I'll just put let me put a text here, and then I will just 16, then give it a poppins. Then I will just make it text black, and also I will want it to have some top, bottom and left, right padding regarding to this section. Okay, so this looks good. Then in FAQ you can have your own FAQ. Okay, so I'll just copy the FAQ and then you can just put your question here, then open it. Then what you will do, you can see the mantra sleep mask. They have used a very light color and very, so you can see there is a lot of space, so I'll just reduce those space. And for it is 14 pixel, I think will look good. But as you can see that FAQ is not as much wide space as it is in that case. So in that case, how we can reduce this space is just taking this section, and then what I will do, I will give it a padding of top, bottom and then right, like that. So it will become sleek, become small. Okay, so you can see it becomes small. So you can give it plus minus, this looks better. And panel header font will be Poppins, that's for sure. And the font size could be reduced. I think it could be 500 is good. And this okay, this padding is this one. Okay, so 10 is good, so this is not bad. So left is good as well, so 18 pixel I think will be better. So this is how our FAQs looks. And then what you can do, you can just increase our FAQ. Okay, so we can add another panel and add another panel. Okay, and you can give it by default open, but I don't want it by default open. Simple as that. And then what I can do is just create a few more things here as well. So I don't think I can copy this anymore, so I'll have to make few more FAQ in that case as well. So copy all the source code, so this will be better. And then come here, go to source code and give it same. But for padding I'll have to give it a manual padding of 2 and 1. So I'll just go back here and just give it a padding of 2 and 1. Okay, now it looks similar to this. Same for this FAQ, you can add another paragraph as you like, and by default it is only will be allowed. Okay, so FAQ has been apart to this section, I'll just put it below. So as I said, video testimonial. So it was not video testimonial, it was customer reviews. As I said, you can add the customer reviews as you like. Okay, so I'll just give those a font weight of 600, font weight of 600, because this needs to be font weight of 600, font weight of 600. Okay, that's good, that's nice. Then 600. Okay, that's fantastic, and that is fantastic, font weight of 600. Okay, very good. So we have the layout as like mantra sleep mask as I showed. So as I showed, we can make any more adjustment, like if you want to make it more slick, then we'll have to give this a more paddings. And for mobile, let's me remember you that for mobile you have to reduce those paddings, because in mobile, as you can see, it becomes too slick. We don't want to be too slick, we want it to be something like that. So you can do that very easily. Okay, then you can reduce the font size as well for only for mobile if you wish. So this is how it looks in mobile, this is how it looks in mobile. The headings, as you already mentioned them, these are already looking good in mobile as well. So you can adjust those things, add your own contents, mix those things and put things under your control as you like. So this have given you the freedom, this has given you the opportunity to do that on your own. So I hope that video helps, and there is few technical aspects, that's for sure, but if you know few basics web designs, then this is something you can cope with, this is something you can work with. So I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you like the video, please leave a comment and please like the video. Thank you very much.